everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Yana Immis and I'm taking care of all the international students who want to come and study in Germany in particular. So a little bit about me. I came to Germany 10 years ago from Russia and I studied here my bachelor and my master, and I decided to help every international student to come and study abroad as well. Oh! Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave the comments, read the articles, support me on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and I don't know, write me love letters, support me on all my channels, because everything I do is for free for you. Help me to help you further in the future for your German education or for your studies abroad. So the first thing you should do for the research of the university, you can check the DAAD website, or you can ask me, or you can just Google simply. There is a lot of things available, but you have to be very careful because there's a lot of paid advertising to the private schools. Some of them are not very good schools, but they invest a lot into marketing. So make sure to consult an educational advisor, either in your country or online, so someone like me, but make sure to check all the possible options available. Go to Quora, because many consultants advise students to get the money from them, but they care about your future? Not really, but there's the good ones as well. So make sure to check the different options. Go to university websites, check the information, and proceed. There are different types of programs in Germany by visa type that we can break down. First of all is the short-term language lessons, German language lessons, below 90 days. For this you obtain the Schengen visa, tourism visa. It's easy to do, it's fast to do, sometimes it doesn't even require your presence in the embassy, so it's super fast. Finding a school is easy, and the course booking system is pretty easy as well, so they don't ask you for much documents and whatnot. But the moment the visa is over, you must leave the country, and you can't stay, you can't convert the visa, you can't get acceptance at the German universities. It's only the visa to learn the language, and then you have to go back. The beauty is you don't have to open the blocked account for that visa type, so it means that if you really want to learn German language fast, fly, do it. No blocked account required, but of course financial solvency, your parents' documents, the usual visa documents. Second visa type would be the long-term German languages visa. You study above 90 days, you have to open a blocked account for that, and it is not just a visa for language lessons. You obtain it for language lessons and Studienkolleg or university, so you don't just do language course and that's it. After your language course, you have to successfully pass the exams and you have to apply to universities of your preference. If you're not granted a place, you have to leave. But if you're granted the place, yay, you convert your visa into education visa type. So, the visa requires you a blocked account, and the visa requires your presence for the interview, and you have to already start learning German in your country, so you can prove that you're genuinely interested to learn German language in Germany and then to study there further. It's not a standalone visa, as I said. The visa comes together with language and then education afterwards. You're given time to find an institution to apply. Apply. You might be able to extend it for a month, maximum 6 months if they're nice to you, but in most of the case, if you didn't get admission to German university in the period of time, you're out. By the way, you're not allowed to work, neither with the short-term language visa nor with this type of language visa. You're here to learn. The only exception would be the Christmas and Easter holidays, where you could be granted permission to work part-time, but this is just maximum 4 weeks in a year. So this is not a visa for work. The next visa type would be long-term preparation course, like Studienkolleg. You have to have admission in Studienkolleg. You have to open a blocked account for that. You're not allowed to work. And if it's a private Studienkolleg, you already should pay in advance, either 6 months or a year. So that's also another type of visa that you can go for. The next type of visa would be the one which is most frequently met. This is the visa that I help my students to get. It's National Visa Type D. For students with unconditional offer letter from German universities, this is for a bachelor, foundation, master, MBA programs. This is the visa type D. It allows you to work while studying 20 hours a week or 40 hours a week during summer break. And this is the visa that grants you full-time permission to study and to work. And after you graduate from a program in university, you are allowed to stay in Germany for 18 months to search for a job. So for this visa, you need to apply in person, you need to go through an interview, you have to open blocked account, prove of financial solvency, because the visa is given for 3 years sometimes. It's also very subjective. In your country, you get it first for 90 days or 120 days, depends on the scenario. And then when you arrive, you have to exchange it to the year or 2 years or 3 or 4 years. Even I met already the cases like that. So this visa requires you the most of the documents. It's been processed the longest, and I wish you good luck with that. If you need any help, let me know. You have started your research for language courses or bachelor, master, MBA programs, and you contacted the agent or you decided to proceed yourself. And then it's very important what is important for you when you select the university. Take a look, what is the minimum entry requirement of the university? Secondary diploma or bachelor degree? Are they looking for English or German or both English and German languages? Then where is the university location? Is the university accredited? How well is it ranked? If you're confused about all the rankings or anything, also consult online or consult the educational agent, because sometimes you would not know which kind of accreditation is worth on the market, which city is the best bet for the certain major. So ask a specialist for that. Generally, you can find a university for your wishes all the time, a city and a major, but then what can happen is that they don't have a starting intake within the next 7 months, but you want to come as soon as possible, then you have to search for alternatives. So that can happen. I recommend you consider 5 universities, always top 5, and apply to the top 3 right away, and then consider if you need another 2 options, because you might get a negative answer from one and you might never receive a reply from the other 2. So you should always diversify your risk. Apply to 3 big cities, 2 small cities, diversify your risk, diversify your portfolio, apply for different programs that you consider different budgets in different cities. So it's easier for you that you don't end up with no options, but rather with something that you like more or less. Because if you then only are making it for one university, you arrive in Germany, you can switch universities mostly within a year or 2 years. It depends on the student contract if you're allowed to switch, but you can change your university afterwards, and it's easier to do it in Germany. I do not recommend though to change your university. Germans don't like that, and they don't like the bureaucracy associated with that. So if you choose one university, stick with it better until the end. Transferring to Germany is also pretty complicated. They don't like students transferring from other countries, especially. It's difficult because the systems are different. German education is in modules, and in the countries abroad is different scenario. So to have the courses recognized is it's almost close to impossible. So choose the university of your dreams, check their Facebook, check the Instagram, check the Google, check everything, customer reviews, and only then proceed for applying to this university. So you've decided where you're gonna apply, and what's next? Next is collecting your documents. You need to collect your English test and German test, depending on the program. You need to collect your secondary education or your undergraduate or your graduate programs. In Germany, it's important, if you're applying for master, to submit your bachelor. If you're applying for bachelor, to submit your 10th, 11th, 12th grade. So also, you have to collect a few additional documents, recommendation letters, motivational statements, your photo, application forms. You would have to go through tests, interviews, application fees. So there's quite a few things on your agenda, but make sure to put a lot of effort into everything you do. Good quality photos or scans of your documents, very good motivational letter written for a particular university. If the university sees that you use a template, because you're talking about different program absolutely, that you use for different universities, they would deny you easily. So be very careful with this. If you're applying for MBA programs, then make sure to collect your confirmations of the work experience, recommendation letters, employment and resignation letters, update your CV. CV should also be flawless, that you have no questions, everything is clear, address, name, photo, your description of your dates of work and studies, so that universities are not really picky with your application. And if all the package of the documents is arranged, apply either per email or per post, depending on the university. If you're consulting the agent, then let him or her me do the job for you, and then submit the applications and hope for the best. Afterwards, when you get the replies from universities, hopefully it will be positive. That's when the visa procedure should start. Should you be accepted to university, the conditional offer letter that is given to you is okay to open a blocked account, but you cannot apply for visa with conditional offer letters. You will be denied in visa, so don't do this. Every university has also the final admission letters after you pay the deposit fees. So make sure not to skip this part, otherwise things are gonna go really down the drain. The order is the following: conditional offer letter, then blocked account opening, then payment of the deposit, putting the money on the blocked account is number 4, and number 5 is getting the final acceptance documents from the university for visa. And then you schedule an appointment for the visa and you apply. So it's very important to know that there's big queues in the embassy. So if you can schedule your appointment earlier, the better for you. In the embassy, when you apply for visa, there's a lot of documents required. So everything from the university side, bachelor degrees, secondary education, CV recommendation letters, your passport, of course. Yeah, application forms, motivation to go to Germany, financial solvency through blocked account, financial solvency of your parents and relatives. The more the better. Really prepare a big package, and better safe than sorry, really. And prepare for the embassy interview, which is gonna be held on the date when you apply for visa. I wish you the best of luck with it. If you need any help or training for the interviews, please let me know. And by the way, if you would like me to cover any topics of your interest in the next videos, let me know. I will do so. Thank you for listening. I hope you found a lot of cognitive things for your applications, and let me know if I can be of any further help.